Hi everyone, and welcome to Rita's Intuition 777. Welcome back to those that have been before, and welcome to anyone that's new to the channel. I'm going to be doing a general energy check on the what's going on currently for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, or anywhere you may have it in your chart. This may resonate. This is a timeless reading, so when you come across this reading, it may have something in it for you. It's likely to have something in it for you, especially if it's divinely guided to you. Yeah, if it resonates, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If it doesn't resonate, please don't force it to fit, and hopefully I'll pick up on your energy next time. This is the message that Spirit needs me to get out now, at the time, for the people that are watching the video. So hopefully there is something in here for you. Thank you, angels and spirit guides, for guiding me in these readings. Please show me what I need to see for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please don't forget, I think I've posted a lot of the videos already, so if I have, please don't forget to check out your other signs. There may be something in there for you. And it may help you, for those of you that are not sure, by watching your other signs, it may help you to actually tap in and realise which part of the messages were from you. For you, what I'm getting for you is there's some sort of desire. There's a desire that you've got, or someone's got a desire, but you're standing your ground. You're standing your ground and attempting to overcome any temptations. But there's a situation for you that's destined. So maybe it's destined that you're feeling like this. You're stepping up and actually taking note of how you feel and allowing that to guide you. Yeah, spiritual motivation, being motivated to stand your ground, to overcome challenges and to overcome any temptations. Can I have one? Thank you, angels and spirits. Can I have one card? Just one. Rejoice and celebration, planning and patience, awareness card, manifesting. Can I just have one card, please, for Pisces? Not Pisces. Well, I said Pisces. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. This is Cancer. One card for Cancer, please, and thank you. Got your solar plex chakra. Your confidence. It's about stepping into your confidence, which will enable you to choose wisely. This is the Seven of Cups, so maybe you've got options. So maybe that's why I was picking up on the desire energy of the sacral chakra, is that you've got desires, you've got options, or maybe right now you're really desirable, Cancer. Maybe people are really gravitating to you, but you've got the confidence, and maybe it's due to your confidence. Maybe you're stepping out, and you're really stepping out, and you've really overcome certain challenges, and you stood your ground in certain areas, and you're stepping up now, and people are seeing your confidence, and it's making you really desirable, and people are gravitating to you. But you're now in the position where you need to choose wisely, and that might be why I was getting the temptation card, that you'll have temptations around you. Yeah. Thank you, angels and spirit guides. If you can please show me the cards that I need to see for Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What's happening for Cancers? The Cancers that are going to come across this reading. Please show me the cards that I need to see. Cancer. I think you're in a really good place, Cancer. I really do. I'm getting that you're in a really, really good place. After possibly some difficult times, you've actually overcome it and you're really in a good place now. Father of Fire at the bottom of the deck. So maybe you're dealing with a fire sign, or you have been dealing with a fire sign in the past, or you're just creative, you're in your power, you're in your element, and you're being really creative. And that's what you're sitting on your throne. One of the most desirable people in the decks, in the tarot deck, is the in the Minor Arcana is the King of Swords, and that's who was coming up. So maybe, yeah, so maybe there's a King of Swords energy around you, or maybe you're presenting yourself in that sort of King of Swords energy, where you're just really sitting on your throne in your power, creative and very desirable. What's going on? Please, thank you. Please tell me what's going on for Cancer. Please, one card only, please. What's going on for Cancer? Abundance. Yeah. Judgments happen. Judgments happen. There's been a sense of you laying yourself bare. Judgments happen, and abundance is here. You stood your ground. You looked in yourself, and you're just representing as yourself, and you're getting abundance for that. This is an overflow of emotions. This is the Three of Cups. So rejoice and celebration. We saw that when I was first breaking the first deck, and too many cards were coming out. But yeah, you're in an abundant state. Overflow of love. So much love around you. So much love around you. You're feeling abundant with all the love. Like, people are accepting all parts of you. You've accepted all parts of you, and that's allowing other people to celebrate you. Like, you're really enjoying life. You're really in a good place. You're really feeling confident about all elements of yourself. And that's just bringing in the overflow of love, and that might be why you need to choose wisely. That level of confidence is really shining through. Yes, below the surface, there's things going on below the surface. You've gone within, is what I'm getting. You've gone within, and there's things going on below the surface that you're actually dealing with, and you're moving forward from that. So you're moving on to, you're moving forward. You're taking steps of moving forward. You're going on a journey. You're moving forward. You're confidently going on your journey, and as you go on your journey, people are seeing you. You're stepping out, and people are seeing you because you're focusing on you. You're not focused on how you show up. You're focusing on you, and with focusing on you, you've given yourself abundance. You've given yourself reason to celebrate, and with that level of confidence that you've got within, by going within, you're moving forward. You're moving forward, and people are seeing it, and you're doing really well. But with that level of love, and that level of self-confidence, and that level of passion for yourself, and that level of celebrating events that other people may not have celebrated, and showing yourself that love, you're really drawing attention to yourself, and people are possibly moving towards you. So what you don't know is a lot of people are moving towards you. That's what I'm picking up as well. Yeah. So there you go. You've got there's messages. Some messages coming through, possible messages coming through. Communication, people trying to communicate with you. But you've put an end to something. The whole situation is putting an end to a previous thought pattern, putting an end to old relationships, putting an end to how you showed up in relationships before, and coming with a new perspective. And that's what I'm getting. You've gone within, you've gone below the surface, and people are now coming towards you because they've seen it cycling your life end. You've put an end to something. So subconsciously, you've seen the end of something. The end of something has come. The end of possibly communicating with somebody. You've possibly put someone on the back burner and actually learned to love yourself. And you've got that self-confidence. Or maybe you're actually out there communicating more. Maybe you're actually communicating more. You're messaging people. You're making contact. It's a good news story that you've put an end to hiding away for some of you. You've just put an end. There's something that's just come to an end. Like, you've stopped being a certain way. You've put an end to a certain feeling. And it's a feeling that was below the surface. And I think maybe you've even put an end to not being confident. And that's where the confidence is coming. You've put an end to judging yourself, to putting a lot of pressure on yourself, to expecting so much to come towards you, to saying, I need this and I need that. You just put an end. You just said, you know what, I'm abundant already. And that's giving you that level of confidence. Say, look how far I've come. I think it's you've put an end to doubting yourself. Maybe that daughter of fire there was you as a kid, and you was creative. You was a creative person then. You saw creativity. You was able, you spoke a lot to people. You communicated a lot. You was very creative. And that's like the messenger card. So you was very creative. You was driven. You was sort of passionate, and maybe you lost that at some point, and that's what you're rebirthing. That passion, that excitement, that being a kid again. It's like you're feeling your energy picking up. You're feeling like a kid again. You've dealt with maybe childhood issues. You've accepted issues. You know who you are. You know who you are when you're coming forward now, and you're not afraid of that. You're not afraid of what's lurking in the shadows for you. There's not really much in the shadow. You brought it forward with that judgment card that we saw earlier. You've laid yourself bare, and you've laid yourself bare to yourself, and you've accepted yourself, and that makes you step out with a different level of confidence. Truce. So in the past energy, you've called a truce. You've called a truce. You've put an end to any barriers. You've put an end. That's the end there. In the past energy, you've put an end to something. And the truce card is also the Four of Swords. So that's you meditating. That's you taking time out. That's you allowing yourself to have downloads. And I think in that time out, possibly you've done this during quarantine, where you actually had to be in your own company for a while. And by being in your own company, like sort of divinely guided you to, like, it was divinely guided for you to force you. It was like destined that you would be on your own at that point, so that you could actually take your time to actually consider yourself and actually put yourself first, and actually rest enough to, in today's society, I mean, before 2020, life was so busy. Like, life was so busy. And as they're letting us back out now, it sounds a bit cagey, doesn't it? But as we're going back out there now, and we're being asked to do a few things, or even work on the internet, if some of us is working at home, we're realizing how busy and how quickly things need to get done. And I think in that time when you stopped and you was able to rest, you was able to appreciate what you had around you. So you looked around and you thought, I'm doing okay because I've got this and I've got that and I've got that, and I'm okay, and I've got maybe children, or you've got whatever you've got, and you've got a home, and I think it just taught you to be more, what's the word, grateful, show gratitude for what you've got. You actually looked around and thought, I'm doing well, I've done well. So instead of looking at all the things you still needed to achieve, while the world's stopping for a while and there'd be nothing for us to gain, like new pairs of shoes, new clothes, or the latest car was not necessary when you can't go nowhere in them new shoes or new clothes or latest car. By sitting back, you thought, oh well, for the foundation of itself, I've done well for myself. I've put myself in a good position, and I know where I'm heading. I know what I need to do when I step back out there. And now that we're sort of stepping back out there, you've come with a glow up. You've come with a glow up. You went within and you've come with a glow up because you allowed yourself that rest. And that rest showed you that you actually have a lot. So you've put an end to the lack mentality. Yeah, and then you've got the wealth card there. So you're seeing wealth differently. And therefore you've realised that even the people you've got around you, the people you know, you are abundant. And as you're seeing that, you're stepping further into your abundance, and you're becoming more confident, and you've become more confident. What's coming? What's coming for Cancer? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There's a card that flipped. Defeat. I think that's winning. I think you're going to win. I think that's you winning at all costs. That's you defeating any obstacles. That's you knocking down the webs. Knocking down the webs. Because that's in your subconscious that you was aiming to put an end to something. And that's you actually doing it. After a period of this is the defeat card. But I don't feel like it's you feeling defeated. I don't feel like it's you feeling defeated. You may slightly feel defeated because it's the end to something, but I don't feel like it's you feeling defeated. I feel like others are feeling defeated. Maybe anyone that came in your life before to knock you down, or anyone that made you feel that you wasn't great beforehand is feeling defeated. And that's what I'm picking up, that Daughter of Fire, that messenger card. And I think that you're actually, that's the Five of Swords, that conflict and destruction and things. And I feel like you're not feeling destruction. I feel like you've overcome it. I feel like you've overcome it. And I feel like this is telling you you're going to defeat anything that comes before you. So if anything comes in your way, or people come in your way, because of the rest and the way you're turning up now, you're going to choose wisely when things come to you. Yes, you're going to choose wisely. You're going to make the good options because of how you respect yourself now. It's like childlike energy is what I'm getting, is that you're defending yourself as if you was a child still. Not that sort of energy that we get in adulthood where we expect to be doing well because of certain things. It's all that childlike energy where you're just enjoying, you're just taking risks, and you're believing in yourself, and there's nothing more important than you. What's coming in the future for Cancer? Please and thank you. Got the Mother of Fire again. I think we've seen this a lot. I don't know if it was in your read or the reading that I've done before. I've seen Mother of Fire about being creative and people stepping into their powers, and people just being creative in how they do things, people being quite passionate, people sitting on their throne, people showing up. That is a very, as I said with the King of Wands before, it's very attractive. This would be one of the most attractive queens. So she's very attractive. She's very in love with herself and the world, and she is her. She's very desirable because she's creative, she's passionate. And this will tie into possibly the Sacral Chakra that we saw earlier when I was splitting the deck. Desirable. I think this is you being desirable. And again, you've got the Truth card there. So the truth's going to be seen, in the future, the truth's going to be seen about your desire, how desirable you are. I think that's where you're going to need to make options, or who finds you desirable. Communication is going to come to you. This is a communication card, and it's fresh new communication, and you're going to get an idea of how people are viewing you. You're going to get an idea of how passionate people find you. We've seen both the Father of Wands and the Father of Fire and the Mother of Fire at the bottom of the deck. So there's a destined connection coming towards you. There's a destined connection coming towards you. You're going to feel very abundant, and you're going to get some communication that's going to make you see the truth, because you're ready to see the truth now, because you've stepped into the right energy of yourself. How is Cancer showing up at this time? The Tower. The Emperor at the bottom of the deck. You're bossing up, you're stepping up, you're getting rid of things that don't serve you. You're getting rid of negative thought patterns. You're putting an end. I think this is just clarifying the cards that I'm seeing on the deck. You're putting an end. You're in that Tower energy where your subconscious is saying, I'm putting an end to it all. Your actions and how you're showing up is that, yeah, you are putting an end to it all. You're allowing things to crumble that are not working for you. Anything that's not for your greater good, or not making you feel that sense of joy or feel happy, you've knocked it out of the way. And that goes back to that Truth card of that quarantine example that I gave you, where you're saying, I don't need that to feel great. I know what I need now. I've had that time where I've meditated. I've had downloads. I've had that time where I've meditated, and I know what I need. And if it's not that, then that goes overboard. You're just throwing things out that's just not serving you. You're blocking away any energies. You're getting rid of anything that's not for your greater good, anything that's not to promoting your confidence, anyone that's trying to knock your confidence, anyone that's trying to make you feel that you're not enough. You're getting rid of it all. Yeah, in the Emperor stage, you're your own Emperor. Maybe an Emperor's coming forward, but you will find your Emperor. If you're not the Emperor, you will find your Emperor with this attitude, with this level of confidence, and these level of options that you're going to be seeing coming in. You're going to find your Emperor if you're not one. If you want to be the Empress and you're looking for an Emperor, or vice versa, you're either going to step into your Emperor mode, because you're not going to be bothering yourself. You see the Emperor there, he sits so contently. He embraces the 4 kings. He knows what he's doing. He's sitting there so calmly because he's not bothering himself with things that don't matter in his life, things that do not. It's like having that saying, I can't remember the saying, have that power, provide me with the ability to change the things that I can, to accept the things that I can't, something along them lines. I think you'll probably tell me what that is, but I know what it is internally, because that's how I turn up. But using the words and actually expressing to others, I can't remember the exact saying, but it's about that. It's about knowing what to get involved in, knowing what is your issues and what's not, and that's where that power comes up, and knocking it down. What's not yours is not yours. So rather than get involved in everyone else's business, or compare yourself to another because she has or he has and I haven't, or whatever, or I have and they don't, you're just worrying. You're just focusing on what you have and what you need. And anything else is not your business. It's not for you. How is Cancer showing up in their environment? Okay, that's too many. They're showing up in too many ways in your environment. We'll tell you what the cards are. They're 3 of Wands, adventurous. 10 of Swords, destruction. Some people feel that you're hurting them by being so happy. Then you've got the Torment card, which is the 5 of Cups. Some people feel like you've left them out in the cold. You've got the Mother of Earth. People are seeing you abundant, taking care of yourself, being nurturing, taking care of kids if you've got kids, and just enjoying life. Then you've got the 10 of Cups. So you've been seen in many ways. Yeah, and the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands there at the bottom. People seeing you taking care of home, but you're also happy. In some cards, that'll be the 11, the new beginnings, the taking care, putting an end to what don't serve you, throwing out what don't serve you, and stepping into new prosperous beginnings. Yeah. One card for how Cancer's showing up in the environment. Can't make it up. The Emperor. You actually, people are seeing us. That was that was the underneath the deck for the Tower card, and that you're showing up how you're supposed to show up. And this is what's bringing you so much abundance and so much options. This is the confidence that people are seeing. So really and truly, people are seeing, and this is why it's abundant, and you're abundant this time, because people are actually seeing what's true. What people are seeing in you, that Emperor stage where you're not concerning yourself with what don't matter, you're just enjoying life and moving forward, is exactly what you're doing. They're not seeing you any different from what you actually are. And like, it's sometimes, well, it happens, but it's nice when it happens that you actually are turning up how you are. Like, you're being you, and got the conflict card, got the 5 of Wands. People are seeing it as an obstacle and a challenge that you're being the Emperor. So there is some negativity in terms of how the environment is seeing you, but that's not your issue. And that's the whole point of the Tower. So you are the Emperor. The Emperor was underneath the Tower because you're stepping up as that Emperor. Or you're stepping up saying to people, I don't want nothing but an Emperor, if it works that way. But people are seeing you in this energy, and it's creating obstacles and challenges for them. It's creating conflicts. But it's only creating conflicts because they're not showing up in your life how they need to. So your confidence is affecting those, but it's only going to affect those that you've had to push away because they're not showing up or in your life how they need to. And you're not being selfish and saying, oh, you're not being great to me, you're not fantastic. Like, you may spend less time with that person, but you're not knocking people out because when they've done nothing wrong to you. You're knocking out people that are bothering you with negative and low vibrational energy. And that's not to say you won't talk to someone who has low vibrational energy, but it's how they bring it to you. If someone's sad or someone's feeling low, doesn't mean you won't be around them. But if they're feeling sad and feeling low and they're trying to make you low because of it, then you won't be around them. And some of them people that are trying to vibrate low and don't want to reach your level. So they don't really say to themselves, well, Cancer's being an Emperor. Cancer's stepping in that Emperor energy and not bothering themselves with things that don't concern them. Instead of saying that, they're saying, why can't Cancer be more like me? They want you to come down. They actually think that them gossiping or them being involved in anything that don't matter to them is actually possibly more fun. It could be seen to be more fun. You get to know everyone. It's like being a kid. You get to know everyone's business in school and things like that. But you're an adult and you're stepping up into it. You're trying to push forward. You're pushing forward, and instead of reaching you where you are, some people want you to come down to where they are. and that's what you're not accepting. And then people are seeing it as an obstacle and challenge, but you're overcoming it. And these people, some of these people may try step in and defeat you, but you're going to be speaking your truth. So this may be some of these people trying to win at all costs, trying to get you back down there. And you're just going to be like, you know what? And you're going to speak your truth, and you're going to communicate. And you're communicating that tower thing. It's like you either step up with me or you stay in your lane, but I'm not joining your lane. So if you want me in your lane, then we can't be friends, or we can't be around each other. We can't be lovers. You be you, I be me, and we accept each other for the way we are. But don't try and change me to be any lower vibrational than I am. I'm high up there. And that's not being rude. It's just being who you are, and you're accepting them for who they are, but don't try and affect your energy, is what you're saying. What's in Cancer's hopes and fears? Give me a card for hopes and fears. Oh, change. You just want to see things changing. You want to see things changing, and you're bringing about change. You are bringing about change, and that's your hope. Your hope is to bring about change and new beginnings. That Fool card, new beginnings. Change and new beginnings. And that's what you're doing with that death there. The subconscious is clear, it's ending things. You are currently in the process. This is how you're showing up of cleaning things out. So you only move forward with things that matter. And I think that just clarifies the read. That just clarifies it. Oh my God, okay. Last card's come out. Strength. We're ending with the strength. The outcome is you showing up. You showing up fully within your strength. And I don't think this is a dark strength. This is a very good strength. This is a nurturing strength. You see the cub there, or whatever it's called. What's the baby lion called? I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah. And I'm a Leo, so considering I don't remember what a baby lion's called, that's really bad. That's really bad. But yeah, you're showing up in your strength. You're showing up in your strength. You're showing up, and you're feeling abundance and joy for it. Son of Water there. People want to come and apologise, or you're just showing love to all. You've not got no hate in you, because the way that you feel about yourself is showing other people that you ain't got nothing against them. So all the people that, as I said before, that are not around you, you're not telling them that they're not good enough. You're not cursing them out. You're not actually fighting them off. You're not doing all that. You're winning by focusing on you, is what I'm getting. And yeah, and there you go. You're going to be seen as so powerful. So we're not just seeing this as the strength. We're seeing this as the powerful. And I don't mean world domination and taking over the world and things like that. But what I mean is that you're taking over you. And with that, people are going to eventually rise. Because they may, in their journey, even if they're low vibrational, I'm going to believe that everyone is eventually going to get up there and going to get high enough. But it takes some people to actually separate from the journey of the low vibrational and step into that high vibrational and actually let people see from example. Sometimes it takes 10, 15, sometimes it takes a day, sometimes it takes a month, sometimes it takes 15 years, sometimes it takes a whole century for people to actually realise and actually research what that person did differently while their life was so abundant. And you're going to be in that area, whether you're not whether you're not nationally known, but within a certain remit of even the people that you know, people are going to start to recognize how things are taking place for you, and they're going to look back at the foundations and what you did to achieve that. And eventually, even the people that want to stay at the low vibrational energy are eventually going to get on that high vibration, because you've set an example and you're a leader and you've shown your strength. Yeah, and you've made the right choices. You're making the right choices. Continue to have that confidence in yourself. And I mean, don't be bully in terms of having a confidence, but I didn't think I needed to say that because that's not what I was picking up. But don't be overly confident where you dismiss others. Be in your confidence because you love yourself. Be in your confidence because you forgive yourself. Be in your confidence because you take care of yourself. Be in your confidence knowing that we all go through dark things. I'm not here as someone that is a spoilt kid that went through it. I've literally gone through, and one day I will start to do more collective readings where I give you insight on myself, because I'm not coming from a place of knowing it all. I'm literally this person that each time I do a reading, I still learn something that I could be doing, even when it's another star sign. We've got a lot of star signs in our a lot of signs in our charts, So different things are picking up on different parts of me. And sometimes when I do a reading, I literally am like, oh, this is me. And I go back to my chart and I'm like, oh, okay, because that's in my reading, that's in my chart. Because I'll see it on the cards and I'll read the cards, regardless of whose energy it is, whose horoscope it is. Whose not horoscope, whose reading, whose chart it is, whose sign it is. I read it as I see it, and I pick up on the energies and speak as divinely guided to do so. But it's still a lesson that I could learn. So don't think I'm here saying do that, this, that, and the other. And if you're not here yet, maybe you're guided to this reading in order to step into this part of you. Yeah, because it may not resonate to the point where I've done that, but maybe if you're guided here and you've got to this part of the reading where you're hearing me say this, and you're just interested in what's going on for others in your sign, when you realise it didn't resonate, it was for you. And the reason why you kept on reading is because it interested you. The reason why you kept on listening because it did interest you. And the reason why it possibly interested you because this is what you're going to be stepping into next. It may not be something that's happening for you now, but it's guiding you to self-fulfillment. And I don't mean to pushing yourself from others. At no point do I say be on your own, don't talk to nobody else, this, that, and the other. But it's about vibrating high. So when you are in certain situations, you turn up. You turn up with full love and enjoyment, and you go back. You leave the situation going back to what you need to do. It's not a sense of loneliness here. There's not a sense of loneliness here. It's, in a sense, it's a sense of options. We're not even understanding here or not hearing here specifically. We saw when we was breaking the deck, it was about love and heartbreak and sacral chakra and desires. But when we've actually laid the spread, it's not been talking about partners and that so much. It's obviously, I've mentioned it a few times, but it's more focused on you. This is more focused on internal. And I think you're going to get many options in different areas. There's going to be many options coming towards you in different areas. And I think you're going to, we see the Queen of Fire underneath. So you're going to be creating your own options as you go on. So you're going to be moving through things, but it's how you show up and how you feel about yourself in that sense of solar chakra that is going to drive this. So it's practicing self-love, self-celebration. Look, this abundance card, which would be the Three of Cups, which is celebration, but this is abundance. This is love pouring in. This is love pouring in. And this could be multiple loves pouring in. So we could say that is a love card, but it's coming from a place of confidence. And this reading went on for much longer than I expected. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Cancer. If this resonates or you want to hear more, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I hope you've got to the end of the reading because I think this was a really good reading. Yeah, take care. All the best.